Alright, hello everybody. This is going to be a tutorial on the Credits Warp setup for Castlevania. You can see all the requirements on the side. I'm not going to list them off, but this only works on the Timecom Disk System 1.0 version. So make sure you're playing on that. You're going to need some pre-existing save data. I'll distribute these. And the third file is the one that you will be actually playing on. And you also need a second controller for this. If you have a way to pinch button or to clamp buttons down on the controller, clamp down B, start, and left. I don't actually do that, I just like press them the moment that the warp occurs. You can also just do that, but if you have a way to clamp them down, that would be better. So, you select the third file and you start the game. You just have to mostly do a normal run. I'm not gonna go over the route because it's mostly identical. However, do be warned that there's some versions on differences on FDS compared to the NES version that you might be used to. I'll just quickly mention a few things here. Early stopwatch does not work. I'm gonna try getting this. But one difference is that enemies seem to spawn frame 1. So this path can't be delayed. You have to actually just like do the manual boost on the second cycle. And then there's some enemy pattern differences here and there that you're gonna have to take into account. It mostly affects level 3, but just be warned on that. I'll just jump straight to level 4 here. Okay, so when you start this level, you can do a standard cave skip. However, you don't want to collect the holy water. You want to actually keep the stopwatch to be able to do a faster boost at the end. So the setup is going to look pretty standard at first. But then you get over here, you still go for the same frames. Once you get over here, I like to release right, and then delay the right press. That'll make the holy water fall down like that. So just make sure you're like stopping before going in for a walk. Then once you get over here, jump and activate the stopwatch at roughly that time. And that should delay the bat spawn and allow you to spawn it from the left. Now, once you're here, you need to do something very specific. So, as you're jumping off to that platform, aim to jump right about here. I like to use someone's foot just over the crack here. And jump and whip. It's important to whip, and it's important for you to brush up against this block slightly. That'll reset someone's step counter to 1. And make sure also the whip finishes animating before you land. Otherwise, it'll reset to 0, not to 1. So that's step number 1. And then also hold down left on landing to move Simon 1 pixel back. And also be warned that this step counter, it's not gonna advance if you do like this crouch movement where you just like hold down right or down left and move by 1 pixel. And you also can't use a 1 frame or a same frame whip and direction press to advance it. So this crouch essentially is not advancing this counter. So once you're here, turn back immediately, let go of crouch, and jump to manipulate the bat to spawn high like that. And as you land from this jump, once again, hold down left to move in 1 pixel further back. Once you're here, you need to move Simon all the way to this pixel, and this needs to be precise. You don't want to walk against this wall more than just getting to the last pixel, because that's going to advance the step counter even more. So just get to this pixel, and once again, to move by 1 pixel, you have to do a 1 frame tap on the D-pad. You can't do this, and you can't do this. You have to just do a 1 frame tap, or else it won't work. So, full speed. Once you're there, go left and boost up. You need to be left enough to where after you boost, you won't interact with the stage exit. You need to be on the left of this. And once you're up here, you can't whip anymore, you can't jump anymore, or else you're not gonna be able to access the glitch screen. What you need to do is you need to walk to the last pixel right before you clunk off. And then once you're there, you can hold right into the stage exit and activate the setup. Like so. Okay, once you're here, you just hold right into the exit, and you need to hold up, left, and B on controller 1. And on controller 2, once again, if you have this clamped down, you don't worry about it, but if you don't, you need to hold start, B, and left. Unfortunately, I don't have an input display for controller 2, but it's left, start, and B. Precisely those inputs, nothing more, nothing less. So, we're gonna try this, and this has an element of luck. It only has roughly a 70% chance of working. So sometimes you can do everything correctly, but it will still fail. Let's give it a go. Got it to work first try. There we go. And if you see the game ask you to swap to this K, you know that you got it. Or at least I haven't seen this screen and not warp to the credits right after yet. So that's mostly it. Just one thing as a backup. If you happen to bait a low bat like this, it's fine to just jump over it and try again. Kind of like this. Just don't whip. And don't move from the jump. You're gonna hold down left basically twice here. Once you're already done your 2 down lefts, you shouldn't move again. You can even do the movement before if you want. Then jump over and try to bait it high. This will work too. Got it. Alright, that's basically it. Enjoy the credits warp.